Here recently, I just became a bit familiar with a relatively new rapper, contemporary rap artist, uh, at the age of 19, young black man, if you will, African American for some. And there's tons and tons and tons, it seems, people that are coming into the rap industry, hitting the music charts and becoming very well known, very popular, and even wealthy, rich. But one issue that I have with black artists, young black rappers more specifically, is the tone, the modus operandi, the reason, the purpose behind what they do. I can understand, and people can say, well, brother teacher, you're just simply old-fashioned. But I can understand people trying to achieve a certain stardom or a goal in life, trying to be famous and try to make things better in their lives. Even if they're not passionate about even if they're not as passionate about what they're doing, and even those that are passionate about what they're doing. So, sometimes people just copy others. But there are those who truly indeed love what they're doing with a passion. But what I'm getting at is this, as it relates to young black rap artists. We have enough black artists, period, that continue the stereotype of black people doing drugs, exploiting women, talking about murdering someone or killing someone. Isn't it time out yet? Why does this seem to always be the narrative? Why does it always seem to be the subject matter? Could it simply be because it sells? I believe so. And when you have a group of people that enjoy what you're doing, it's all the more incentive for you to keep doing what you're doing. If, for example, the people that like the colorful language in music, or rap music more specifically, and all of the hints at smoking, getting high, getting drunk, and partying, and club life, and women being bitches and hoes and things like this, if you have a significant amount of people that are your audience who follow that, then you have no incentive to stop doing it. But can you just imagine if a significant amount of that audience were to turn away from you and you lost them? You would probably just end up changing what you're doing. So what I'm saying in essence is that there's a market for it. That's why these guys continue to do it. And as I alluded to earlier, I don't think that all of them actually wholeheartedly believe in what they're doing. They're just doing it because they feel like they have a little charisma, they're handsome, a little talent, can probably dance and maybe lay down some lyrics with some beats. But I said all that to say this, and this was the original premise of this video. There's a guy called NBA YoungBoy, and his real name is Kentrell Deshaun Gaulden. He was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. As I'm speaking in this video, he's about 19 years old. I just witnessed a video of his, and all I heard was, and I took some notes, bitch, nigga, put the bitch up in a casket, pants hanging off my ass. And throughout the video, which is not longer than 4 or 5 minutes, I see him with people around him, and I even see a child or two around him. And I'm asking myself the question, what kind of example is this young man setting for his son or his daughter? Bitches, hoes, killing people, putting them in the casket, keep doing these types of gestures like he's a thug? Could it be because he actually is a thug? Enough of this stuff. I have absolutely no respect for black people who sell out morality for $1, for fame, for so-called success. That's not success. That's stupidity. But they would call it something else because they walk around with the bling bling, you know, the diamonds and the gold and so forth, and their pants hanging down, and driving the Jaguars and all of the other fancy cars, the Rolls Royces, and having the private jets. To them, this is success. To be able to go virtually any way or any place in the world that they want to party at the most ritzy clubs and things of this nature. But usually those lifestyles are short-lived. And you know, I also took the liberty of looking him up a little bit and come to find out that allegedly there's a case out from 2018 for him beating his girlfriend really bad and kidnapping, to add to that, allegedly. And when he was 17 years old, according to records, he had 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder. And he had recently, back in February I believe it was, a marijuana charge. Is this the young men, are these the type of young men that you want to bring home to your daughters? Do you actually want to introduce him into your family? There are some people that are okay with NBA YoungBoy, but I'm not. He can have any title. He can have any stage name. It doesn't matter. What really matters is the content of his character, and that should be exuded and exemplified in his life. But when you look at him, he's gyrating, bouncing around on the stage, smoking, drinking, pants hanging off his ass, as he said, talking about putting someone in a casket, and drugs. Go figure. And we wonder what's wrong with our black community. We wonder what is wrong with black people. Not all black people, but there seems to be a significant amount of us that still just don't seem to get it. I understand that he was raised by his grandmother. That's neither here nor there. There are too many things available to us in this world that we can focus on if we so choose. Oftentimes we focus on the wrong things, and that is what brings us to where we are presently. So to say that something was not available to you in terms of education and guidance, I tend to not buy that story or that excuse. If you really want to do something productive in society, in life, you would do it because it would be in you to do it. But if you want to climb on the other side of that fence just for a quick dollar, instant fame, so to speak, then you'll do that too. But the question really is, what side of the fence are you on? So, NBA YoungBoy, I have no respect for his music. I won't even say that he's talented. He may be talented and can use his talent for something much greater than what he's doing. But what he's doing right now is not setting a good example for anyone, especially his own people, black folks. So, this may not be received well. It doesn't matter. I'm a commentator. I call it like I see it. And for those that are watching this video, I hope that you still have some integrity inside your soul, that you never go down this path, and that you don't support these types of individuals in their careers. Because at the end of the day, what it really does is hurt all of us. This is Brother Teacher. Stay up and continue to study, continue on this journey, and be a good example, not just any kind of example.